All right, joining me now here on day one of main camp is Knights Head Scout Justin Schreiber. Justin, thanks for giving us a couple moments here, but this obviously has to be a pretty exciting time of year for you. It's kind of a culmination of all the hard work that you put in, you and of course Andrew Whiteside and Tom Kowal, all members of this staff. But what are your early impressions here after seeing most of the games as we're just about wrapping up day one?
Yeah, it is a big week for us, and Whitey and I spend a ton of time on the road, and this week is kind of the culmination of everything. Obviously the draft is huge, but it all comes together: draft picks, tenders, returners this week. So this is a big week for us. That being said, the games today have been really high pace, and I've been pretty impressed with the level of play here. A lot of junior level players here, and it's been a really good day one, and I'm excited to see what kind of carries over into day two.
Now, what kind of traits did you guys go into this past year of all the scouting that you've done? I know obviously it depends on the position, but what kind of traits stand out to you up and down the roster that you like to go out and look for and try to recruit?
Sure. I think Whiteside and I are very similar in the fact that we want guys that play with some grit, and it's important for us to find forwards that kind of mix that skill and grit together, and then defensemen that are going to be gritty and mean and have a little gravel in their gut, and we just want guys that are going to work hard every day, guys that are going to bring the lunch pail and the work boots every day, and we just really want grit, and obviously we want a little bit of skill in our top six, but we at the end of the day, we just want our team to be really hard to play against, and I think that is showing itself day one here with the type of players that we brought in.
Now, you obviously talk about the players that they brought in, but with some of these players that are returning, the guys that are here in camp today and tomorrow and throughout the rest of the main camp, what do you like about that group that's coming back that really sets the table for the rest of the team moving forward?
Yeah, I think we have a good group of returners here with a lot of skill up front. Curtis Carlson and Matt Kidney just kind of exploded last year as far as skill goes, and with that group of forwards, I think we bring back some skill to our top six that we can complement. With the kind of gritty guys that we have, acquired through tenders and draft picks this year, and I think we're going to have a really good balance up front. Defensively, we returned some really good defensemen that are going to add into a talented group of draft picks and tenders that we have, and possibly some free agents here at camp that have come in and impressed, and I think that's going to be a real big strength for us at the back end, especially with the goaltending in camp too, mixed with the defensemen that we have coming back and our tenders and draft picks. So,
last question here for you, but at the end of the 3 days here, what's one thing you want to come out of this main camp feeling secure about, and just give me your top goal here and what gets accomplished in the next 3 days?
Top goal is probably just having a team that can compete. As far as personally, I would feel really secure leaving here knowing that our goaltending situation is solid. It's tough not returning a goalie.
Sure.
It's very uncertain, and we address that through the tender season and the draft, but you never know until puck drops. So personally, I think that's one of the biggest areas that I would sleep a lot better knowing. And judging from first day of camp here, we have some really good goalies here. So I think at the end of these 3 days, I'm going to be pretty happy with that, and defensively as well. I think those are going to be a pretty big strength on the back end, and mixed with the skill of the guys coming back, I think we're going to have a pretty good group when it's all said and done.
Absolutely. Well, Justin, again, thanks for a few moments, and we'll check back with you before the end of camp.